Hello people, welcome to my channel. My name's Mark David. I'm a cartoonist and I'm here to teach you how to draw cartoons. So what's cartooning got to do with a submarine then? Nothing. Pretty much nothing. So folks, I'm back after a bit of a break. I went for a road trip, a 5,000 kilometre road trip, which did take some time, and that's why I've been away for a little while. Hopefully not too long away from the channel. I'll just check to see how the pot plant is going. Okay, maybe I have been away for a bit too long. Pot plant's a bit bigger than I left last time, but it looks healthy enough, and that's the important thing. We do like our pot plants to be healthy around here. And today I'm going to be drawing about sailboats. Now, you probably think, well, why sailboats? And I'll tell you why sailboats. Because sailboats, I reckon, represent the one thing that people get wrong most. And the reason why they get things wrong when they draw a sailboat is because most people wouldn't even know what a sailboat looks like anyway. They've probably seen one sailing around once or twice, and that okay, I've seen a sailboat, I know what it looks like, and I'll just make it up from there. I'll just use artistic license. Well, that's fine if you're working for a general audience, which most people do. So it's fine to draw a sailboat any way you want for a general audience. But if anyone who knows about sailing sees a drawing of a sailboat that's wrong, it's going to drive them bananas. And I'll give you an example. If I were to draw a motorbike with the same cavalier attitude that artists use to draw sailboats, well, it would go something like this. So hey, I saw a motorbike once. It was on a road and I saw a motorbike. I don't need to go to do an image search to find out what a motorbike looks like, because I know all about motorbikes. It's got a front wheel and it's got a back wheel at the back, and the guy sits in between the two wheels. There you go, that's a motorbike already. And it's all held together with machinery and stuff. There you go, there's my finished motorbike. What a great motorbike. Hey, don't criticize my motorbike. That's artistic license. That's what they do with sailboats. Now, we know that that's not what a motorbike looks like, because we all know what motorbike looks like. If you knew what sailboats looked like, you'd be equally shocked at how people draw them. So this is why I say, if you're working for an audience which knows their stuff, do a bit of research. Go, and that's all you got to do, is to just go to an image search, look at pictures of what you're drawing, and draw what you see. You can't go too wrong then, can you? So that's all I'm asking. I'm going to delete that monstrosity, otherwise motorbike riders will wake up screaming in the middle of the night, and we don't want that. So I will now draw a sailboat the way most people draw sailboats. And they say it's artistic license. Well, I just say it's just getting it plain wrong. But that's just me. This is why I disagree with my cartoonist friends, because they do boats like this. So they, okay, draw a sailboat. Well, how would a person who doesn't know about sailing draw a sailboat? I'll show you how they do it. They start with drawing a hull. So there's the hull. Oh, that's a sailboat hull. Yeah, that's good. And it's got a mast. They've got a mast in the middle, great big, like a big power pole sticking out of the middle of the boat. There's your mast, and they've got a sail at the front, a big billowing sail at the front, a big billowing sail at the back, and a big red flag. And that's how people draw sailboats. Now, if someone does know about sailing, they're going to look at that, and if they do know about sailing, they're going to be very quickly able to assess what those sails are going to do, and it's not going to be propelling that boat forwards. You've got a sail taking it forwards, the sail taking it back. That boat's just going to be blown to the side. And what's the deal with the big red flag? I don't know why people draw big red flags on sailboats. I've never seen a sailboat with a big red flag. You see them with small red flags. It's called a protest flag. When people, in an altercation out during a race out in the harbour, and one boat breaks the rule, and if they don't do what they call a penalty, then another boat can protest them. They put a little red flag up, they hang it off one of their shrouds or one of their stays, and they can protest them with a little red flag. They don't have a huge red flag off the mast. I mean, that's that's more than protesting. That's just being overly dramatic. I mean, that's just weird. I've never seen that. So I've never seen sails like that either. You can have billowing sails, but not configured that way. That's just going to end in extreme sadness for the sailor. And we don't want to traumatize people. We want to entertain people with our drawings, not to traumatize them. So I'm going to hide all that. Go away. There we go. It's gone. But it's true. That's why when people draw sailboats, you do a search for sailboat cartoons on the internet, and not drawings, not an image search of actual sailboats, an image search of sailboat cartoons, you're going to get boats like this, which is going to have, like I say, it's going to have people waking up screaming in the middle of the night because boats just don't look like that. I've never seen boats look like anything like that. That boat, lower left, the one over here, oh, that's just wicked. I look at that and I know what's going to happen when the wind hits that. It's going to blow it on its side, and it's not going to go forwards or backwards because it just won't go anywhere but sideways. That's dangerous, and so that's not a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to hide those because that's enough horror for this website, for this YouTube channel. Now it's time for some instruction on how to draw boats. So to talk about how to draw boats, I'm going to give you a very short history lesson. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put some water in here, and I'm going to show you how boats used to look like. Now, a boat like that, charming old boat, would have been built like that in the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s perhaps. And if you draw a boat like that, that's okay because you still see boats like that out in the water. You draw a boat like that, you're not going to offend anyone. So that's okay. What about a more recent boat? Well, okay, 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, that'd be like an ocean-going cruiser. And you could get away with drawing a boat like that. You're not going to frighten anyone with a boat like that. More recent times, this boat would be like a really speedy racing yacht, and you still get boats like that in the harbour. Well, of course you still get them because they're only just being built now. So if you draw a boat like that, that's okay. So there we go. I'm going to delete all those boats and show you now how to actually draw a sailboat. That's not hard. All you got to do is, there you go, just draw that. Now your turn. I've done it. I did actually draw that boat. But not just then, I'm not that fast. I do take a bit more time. I spend a week drawing that one. Or to be more precise with my language, and this is a channel known for its precision, that I modeled and rendered that using a 3D program on my computer. And it took me about a week to do that. I did that for the newspaper for whom I worked. And I used to do this every year for the newspaper. Here's another one. That first one won an award, by the way. It went into a big graphic that won a prestigious award for the paper, which is very nice. And another one. I used to do these boats. But the thing is that when you're drawing a boat, you don't have to be as detailed as all of that. You just don't. So I'm just going to delete all of those things. So the way to draw a sailboat is to keep it simple. Don't draw the stuff like I showed you in those graphics that I used to do for the papers. We're doing a cartoon, not a detailed graphic. So just draw some nice, just a few lines. I always just draw just basically the rig and the hull. That's it, the rig and the hull. We've got a sailboat. So we can draw the foresail. It's basically a triangle shape out the front of the boat. And the sail's got a bit of a curve in it, like a wind turbine blade. It's got a curve in it to work effectively. And you've got the mast coming up behind the foresail. And you've got the mainsail coming down, and the boom comes out. There's a bit of an angle. Oops, too much of an angle. There we go, just a bit better. Bit of an angle behind coming in behind the foresail or the jib, And this boat is how it would look from the leeward side, which is the side away from where the wind is coming from. Just draw the bow and the hull. And a bit of water, because it's a boat after all. That's about all you need to do. You can draw a bit more detail on the boat if you want. Draw the bit of the cabin, and that's it. That's a boat from the leeward side. Oh, I forgot one thing, very important. Big red flag. Yeah, now it's a cartoon of a boat. No, leave the flag alone. No, I'm only joking about the flag. Forget about the flag. Just delete that. I'm going to stress myself even looking at that, what I've just done. So let's get rid of that boat, and I'll draw the same thing from the other side, from the windward side. This is the wind's view of the boat. So we've got the boat. Switch back to a black line, not a red. Leave the red flags to the boats facing a protest committee. Okay, just leave them out. Okay, now we've got a boat. It's a boat. You'll see with boats, their mast is slightly bent backwards by the pressure that the rig puts on them, because they've got a line going up the mast, another line at the top of the mast, and they're pulling in different directions, and it pulls the mast in a different shape, and that actually changes how much fullness there is in the mainsail. So you're learning all about sailing in the cartooning channel. You're welcome. It's quite complicated how sailing works. The top sailors know a lot about boats. I'm going to just draw the hull of the boat here. The hull's leaning over. There we go. There's the hull and the water. You just draw the waterline shape so that you see the boat's heeling over. And we've got the jib, the forestay and the mainsail. And just hit of a boom. That's the same boat we drew last time, but this is from the windward side of the boat. I'm just going to fix up that little bit of mistake there. That's better. And there's our boat. Typical cartoon boat. Looks like a boat, not going to offend any sailors. A sailor look at that and think, yeah, that's not going to kill anyone. That's just a boat. Well, I could have some lines holding up the mast, but that's enough. You only have to draw the sails and the hull and forget about all the other stuff, and you've got a cartoon boat. So I hope that was of some use to you. Like I said, this is the issue that happens when you're working for a specialised market. You might find yourself sometimes working for a market where the people seeing your work really know their stuff. And if that's the case, you can't get away with artistic license. Artistic license will get you across the line for the general public, but not if you're working for people who really know their material. In that case, go to an image search, do a little bit of research. You'll save yourself a lot of grief and embarrassment if you do that. So having said all that, I'm up to, at the time of posting this, I've got 17 subscribers to my channel. I see them as quality, if not quantity subscribers. So if you see yourself as a potential quality subscriber, please click that subscribe button. I'd love to have 18 subscribers. I'm well on the way to 18 subscribers now, which I know is not the incredible claim some YouTubers can make with their following, but I'm very happy to have each of the folks on board. See, that's a maritime pun. I put it into my video there. You're welcome. And I always have to have a new subscriber on board with this channel. Thank you for watching.